Greetings, all. It's Max, and we're back, and we're doing another movie review. Um, Christian movie review. It's on Pure Flix. Um, Christian. I don't. There's really no Christianity in there. Of course, my cat wants to bother me because I'm recording. Here we see came out in 2018 and it has a 5.1 on IMDb. What did I think about this show? Shifting gears. Well, we'll go over the synopsis. Basically, is the father in this as a working for a company, kind of sort of referred to as like Kmart or a Walmart or a big corporation. He's a manager in that, and he can't have a certain job because he doesn't have a degree, and they want to move him from his current position to a different position, which will uproot the family. And at the same time, this person's father dies and leaves them an inheritance. And they never got along. So they have this idea of, well, keep doing what we're doing, or we can make a go of um, this other thing. And this is property, which is like a gas station that also has like a garage in it. You know, I mean, there are still some around, but that's what it is. That was what his inheritance was for that. And they decide to do that, do the garage thing, the gas station thing, as opposed to going on with Kmart. They call it Qmart in the series. And it turns out that the inheritance actually wasn't owned. The property wasn't actually owned by the guy's father. So they have a little bit of a dilemma as to what they're going to do. And that's what Shifting Gears is basically about, the overall story. It is has to do with automotives and racing. And I like racing. I like automotive stuff. I really enjoy it. That's why I had to watch this movie. IMDb gives it a 5.1. It's not that bad. You know, I have a racing bias, okay? But what I can say from a basic film making perspective is it has a beginning, middle, and end. It has character arcs. The acting is really good. The soundtrack is meh. Okay, the soundtrack is meh. But, like, overall, we go through here. We have C. Thomas Howell. Did not like his character. He's a fairly famous actor. Did not care for his acting in this. Brooke Langton did a good job. John Rassenberger. Cliff Clavin. His character was fine. He did his job. The main character, I think, is Adam Hicks, which is the son of the father, who is the one who is a race car driver. And he does a good job. All the acting in here is pretty good. I didn't like C. Thomas Howell that much. MC Gainey is great. That guy is great. He's up there on one of my top actors for these Christian movies. Well, sort of Christian. They're on Pure Flix. Sort of Christian movies. What I think happened with this is they couldn't get any distribution for it, so they had to go to Pure Flix. And the reason that I say that is because there's a lot of dialogue in there that I think either it was written so poorly, the director just had them ad-lib the lines, or it was written that way and then they had to cut out stuff. Because there's a lot of dialogue in here where people are having arguments and things like that, where you have Cliff Clavin dropping F-bombs, and it's just cut out of the audio. And you have the kid who's doing the same sort of thing, and it's just kind of cut out of the audio. And I think, well, if you're going to be on PureFlix, you can't say any naughty words. So I think that's what they did. That's what they did with it. You know, and it all comes down to trying to get their property secure, and there's a grand prize for a race. That's the entire thing with shifting gears. It's very slow. Okay, the first 45 minutes, really slow. And then it sort of picks up, but all the characters are likable enough where you don't mind it. I didn't mind it. Towards the end, you get into the racing stuff, and you get into some more meat of the story. It was good. I liked it. Overall, what do I think? Shifting gears. Not too much else to talk about. I don't want to spoil anything. I mean, it's a very more or less predictable story. More or less. There are some surprises in there, and there is some good comedic moments. Overall, because I'm a racing fan, I like cars. Shifting Gears 2018. For people who like racing and are into mechanics and stuff like that, it's a 7 out of 10. If you don't like that stuff and you just want to watch a movie, you're going to have to go with the 6. Okay? For me, it was something that I really like. If you're in that niche like me, yeah, it's a 7. The acting was good. Probably a no-budget movie. You know, no budget. It's on PureFlix, and that's the only place that you can see it. I don't think you can even pirate this stuff. It didn't come out anywhere. It's not on DVD. Probably only on PureFlix. And I want to mention that. Thank you to my supporters out there who allow me to have a PureFlix subscription. People out there on Patreon. And all of my movie reviews come out generally weeks ahead of what I would when I put them on my YouTube channel. Just putting it out there. So if you want to see what's going on with the movie reviews, sign up for my Patreon. Shifting Gears 2018. Max's personal opinion, 7 out of 10. I think most people would probably give it a 6. Doesn't have any Kevin Sorbo points, but it has Cliff Clavin points. With that, I think we are done.